President of the Yearbook Committee, Kyle Kulinski, folks.
He somehow loses Georgia with the recount. Okay? So, Joe Biden underperformed. The Senate Democrats underperformed. House Democrats underperformed. And this is all happening at a time when we have a pandemic and we have an economic implosion unfolding in real time where people desperately need a stimulus check. So what lessons do we take away from this?
Well, the lessons we take away from this is that the voters are fucking stupid. And I don't know when this became politically incorrect to say. I guess it was back when Ronald Reagan pranced his way into the White House with his little Fonzie haircut, bringing death squads and union busting with him. Spreading poverty and homelessness like it were AIDS. Spreading crack like it were AIDS. Spreading AIDS like it were AIDS. The American voter can't bend over to tie his shoes without getting his tongue stuck in a light socket. Joe Biden won the top of the ticket. A Democrat won the top of the ticket. And then that same voter voted red throughout the whole down ballot to make sure that nothing gets done. It's as if they wanted Joe Biden to put out a fucking fire and they decided to mix a little gasoline in the water just to make things interesting. Nothing's going to get done now. It was a complete waste of fucking time. And the reason why, the voter just decided to make things interesting. They couldn't have Democrats fighting each other, right-wing and left-wing Democrats fighting each other. They wanted to add Mitch McConnell into the fucking mix. They got rid of Trump and left Mitch McConnell. If you think the American voter was sniffing glue in 2016, well, now they're eating paste. Because when they don't get their stimulus check, they're going to fucking cry. Right? When there's no infrastructure bill, no jobs bill, they're going to fucking cry. When their health care gets taken away, when they get disqualified for health insurance because of pre-existing conditions, they're going to fucking blame Democrats. The Democrats haven't had any real power in 10 years. The last time the Democrats had any influence was the last time Wyclef Jean had fucking influence. Because the American voter is fucking stupid. In Florida, they passed a ballot measure. They voted for a ballot measure allowing felons to vote, which is great. But then they had a Republican legislature that then imposed fines, essentially a poll tax, on those felons so that those felons couldn't vote. And guess what they did in 2020? They voted for a $15 minimum wage. And then they elected fucking Republicans to enforce that law. Because the American voter is fucking stupid. And you could say that they were sending a message to establishment Democrats, to corporate fucking Democrats. What's the fucking message? That you don't know how to vote in a primary? Give me a fucking break. The American voter is fucking dumb. What's the message when you didn't vote for either one? That you don't know how to sign the back of a ballot? The only message they're getting when you vote for a candidate that wants to keep you poor, then the message you're sending to politicians is that you want to be poor. When you vote for a candidate that wants to accelerate climate change, then the only message you're sending is that you're pro-climate change. The American voter is fucking stupid. You can't blame that on fucking voter suppression. You can blame that on eating paint chips. At a certain point, you just have to fucking be able to tell the fucking truth, which is the American voter is dumb as fuck, and also that Marvel movies aren't cinema.